I checked out the first trailer for the Acolyte, and I must say, the one thing that stood out to me immediately was the tone and the look of the show. It definitely doesn't feel like vintage Star Wars, which I personally think is always a good thing. Recreating and trying to emulate what has come before always seems to backfire when it comes to Star Wars. Having a brand new setting that hasn't been seen on screen before creates a sense of wonder and imagination, and that's one of the reasons why Andor has always worked so well, is because it operates in its own space, which feels connected to Star Wars, but at the same time it also feels disjointed. The Acolyte is set at the end of the High Republic era, approximately 100 years before Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. Now, the premise follows a former Padawan who reunites with her Jedi Master to investigate a series of crimes. Now, I find that very interesting, guys. It creates that element of mystery, of what's actually happening behind the scenes, heading into the unknown. And I feel like having such a foundation is a perfect premise for a TV show. If this can be stylized as an action, adventure, science fiction, crime thriller, you can definitely count me in. Imagine a cross between True Detective and Star Wars. That's absolutely brilliant. There's also a hint of samurai influence in the trailer, which I also find interesting, but the one shot that stood out to me was the appearance of the iconic red lightsaber. I can't help it, guys. It's just so iconic. Yeah, I know it's not Vader, but I'd like to see what type of Sith Lords they manage to conjure up, especially in this particular era. I'd love to see how this one plays out, guys. It's going to have an 8-episode run, which always makes me question the quality of the script. Will it be good enough? I always think that 10 episodes is that sweet spot when it comes to a television show, but that's just me. Now, Leslye Headland created the show, and she's famous for her work on Russian Doll, which was a show that came out on Netflix. Now, if Russian Doll is anything to go by, then we might have a great series on the cards, guys, because that show was absolutely brilliant, and she did a lot of work in that show. And remember, that show only ran for 30-minute episodes, so she managed to cram a cohesive story in such a short amount of time, so that is always a good sign. All in all, guys, this is a pretty interesting one. The Acolyte. The premise is fantastic, the cast looks amazing, and the tone is different, which I appreciate a lot. Will it deliver is the biggest question. Well, I guess we'll have to find out on the 4th of June. It's gonna kick off with a 2-episode premiere. And that's it for me, guys. What do you think about this? I really think that this looks interesting. There's something cooking here. Now, will the end product deliver? Who knows? Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys, and I will definitely catch you on the next one.